Did you know that Michael J. Fox once commuted over 100 miles each day to juggle two major roles? While playing Alex P. Keaton on a hit sitcom, he wrapped up scenes in front of a live studio audience, then raced across Los Angeles to the Back to the Future set by midnight, often arriving just minutes before cameras rolled. That combination of youthful ambition and relentless drive shaped a career marked by both soaring success and personal challenges. Michael Andrew Fox was born on June 9, 1961, in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, the only child of William and Phyllis Fox. When he was young, his parents moved the family to Burnaby, British Columbia, where his father worked in corrections and his mother served as a police officer. In high school, Fox discovered a passion for acting through school plays and community theatre. By age 15, after seeing a local production, he decided to pursue performance, and at 18, he left Canada for Los Angeles with little more than hope and determination. In Los Angeles, Fox faced the typical struggles of an aspiring actor: countless auditions, waiting by the phone, and small roles that offered little pay. To cover expenses, he waited tables at diners, delivered pizzas across town, and occasionally taught preschool. His persistence paid off in 1982 when he landed a recurring part on the sitcom Leo and Liz in Beverly Hills. Although that show ran only 6 episodes, it introduced him to casting directors and boosted his confidence. Later that year, he auditioned for Alex Keaton on Family Ties, and producers were impressed by his comedic timing and earnest energy. He won the role, and the series quickly became one of NBC's top-rated comedies. Curiosity 1. In 1985, Fox read the script for Back to the Future and secured the role of Marty McFly. Yet filming conflicted with his Family Ties contract, which required him on set in Burbank most afternoons. To accommodate both projects, producers arranged for him to tape Family Ties episodes during the day and then drive to Universal Studios for late-night film shoots. He often arrived with only seconds to spare, changed into his 1950s attire, and stepped into the DeLorean, ready for action. Crew members praised his focus, noting that despite exhaustion, he delivered vibrant performances every time. Curiosity 2. In 1991, at age 29, Fox began noticing a subtle tremor in his left pinky finger and occasional stiffness in his wrist while working on the final Back to the Future film. He assumed it was stress until neurologists confirmed early-onset Parkinson's disease. At the time, Parkinson's was widely perceived as a condition afflicting only older adults, and effective treatments were limited. Concerned that public knowledge of his condition would end his career, Fox chose to keep it private for nearly 7 years. During that period, he headlined the sitcom Spin City from 1996 to 2000, earning 3 Emmy Awards for his portrayal of a fast-talking deputy mayor while managing symptoms with medication behind the scenes. Curiosity 3. In 1998, after confiding in close friends and family, Fox made the courageous decision to share his Parkinson's diagnosis with the world. At a press conference, he revealed his condition and announced that he would transform personal adversity into advocacy. Soon after, he founded the Michael J. Fox Foundation for Parkinson's Research, dedicating it to funding groundbreaking studies, supporting clinical trials, and raising public awareness. Over the next 2 decades, the foundation raised more than $1 billion, allowing critical research on new therapies. During his hiatus from full-time acting, he wrote 2 best-selling memoirs, Lucky Man and Always Looking Up, sharing his ups and downs with honesty and humor. Throughout his career, Fox amassed 5 Emmy Awards, 4 Golden Globes, and 2 Screen Actors Guild Awards, underscoring his versatility as both a comedic and dramatic actor. Off-screen, he married actress Tracy Pollan in 1988, and they have 4 children born between 1991 and 2005. Their marriage, now spanning more than 3 decades, has weathered Hollywood's pressures and the ongoing demands of his health. Pollan's steady support enabled Fox to participate in family events, from attending school play rehearsals to cheering at soccer games, finding balance amid the demands of his public persona. Even as Parkinson's progressed, Fox continued to make guest appearances on shows like Boston Legal and The Good Wife, demonstrating his enduring appeal. Now, as you reflect on Michael J. Fox's remarkable journey, from a determined teenager who left Canada for Hollywood, from juggling two roles with near-impossible commutes, from silently managing a devastating diagnosis to pioneering a global movement for Parkinson's research, ask yourself, which chapter of his story resonates most with you, and how might his unwavering perseverance inspire your own path toward a goal you hold dear? Did you know that Emilio Estevez was originally offered the role of Luke Skywalker's brother in Star Wars, only to turn it down because he didn't feel ready for that level of fame at age 16? It's a surprising fact that many fans of pop culture history might not realize, but it speaks to his early awareness of the spotlight and his desire to choose roles that resonated with him personally. Emilio Estevez's full name is Emilio Estevez, and he was born on May 12, 1962, in New York City, New York. He is the eldest son of actor Martin Sheen, born Ramon Antonio Gerardo Estevez, and Janet Templeton, a former British teacher. His siblings include Ramon Estevez, Charlie Sheen, born Carlos Erwin Estevez, Renee Estevez, and Lourdes Estevez, making them one of Hollywood's most recognized families. Growing up in a creative household, Emilio was surrounded by the energy of emerging film talent in the 1960s and 1970s, which shaped his early understanding of storytelling and performance. In his youth, Emilio's family moved frequently between New York, Malibu, and Los Angeles, following his father's acting career. He attended Santa Monica High School, where he befriended Rob Lowe, Sean Penn, and Anthony Michael Hall, future members of what would become known as the Brat Pack. Their shared interest in acting and filmmaking led them to form a tight-knit group that supported each other's early auditions and projects. At 15, Emilio made his professional acting debut in a CBS school break special, and by 17, he secured a small part in the 1982 film Night Shift, directed by Ron Howard. This initial exposure opened doors for him to audition for more substantial roles. His breakthrough arrived in 1983 when he starred as Andrew Clark in John Hughes's The Breakfast Club, a film that has since become an iconic touchstone of youth culture. Portraying the sensitive athlete with unexpected depth, Emilio's performance earned widespread praise. The film's success led directly to his casting as Billy the Kid in Young Guns, 1988, where he showcased his versatility and charisma by playing a legendary outlaw. In between those milestones, he appeared in Repo Man, 1984, as a disaffected punk rocker, a role that cemented his reputation as a daring actor unafraid to explore unconventional characters. By the late 1980s, Emilio Estevez had firmly established himself as a leading figure among his generation of actors. Curiosity 1. Although his family name was Estevez, Emilio opted to keep it rather than adopt his father's stage surname, Sheen. This choice reflected his commitment to honoring his Spanish heritage and crafting an independent identity in Hollywood. In interviews, he has mentioned that carrying the Estevez name reminded him of his roots and motivated him to pursue excellence without relying on his father's established reputation. This decision itself was a bold statement in an industry where legacy names can open doors, but for Emilio, authenticity mattered more than convenience. Curiosity 2. When he wrote and directed Men at Work to 1990, his feature directorial debut, he chose to cast himself alongside his brother Charlie Sheen. Set against the absurd backdrop of two garbage collectors who witness a murder, the film combined dark comedy with social commentary. Emilio's screenplay used dry humor to address issues like government corruption and environmental neglect, topics that were rarely tackled in mainstream comedies at the time. Men at Work was produced on a modest budget, but became a surprise box office success, showcasing Emilio's talent behind the camera as well as in front of it. Curiosity 3. After a successful run in front of the camera, Emilio faced a period in the mid-1990s when offers became scarce. partly due to the changing landscape of Hollywood and his resistance to slogans or overtly commercial projects. Rather than compromise his principles, he transitioned to writing and directing television and film, focusing on character-driven stories. In 1998, he co-wrote and directed Bobby, a drama about the assassination of Robert F. Kennedy, assembling an ensemble cast of renowned actors including Anthony Hopkins and Sharon Stone. Although Bobby faced challenges finding financing, Emilio's passion for the project never wavered. When it finally premiered at the AFI Fest in 2006, it garnered critical acclaim for its intricate storytelling and social relevance, earning several award nominations. Throughout his career, Estevez has navigated the complexities of Hollywood on his own terms. After starring in box office hits like the Mighty Ducks series, where he played Coach Gordon Bombay, leading a ragtag youth hockey team to victory, he used his status to champion underdog narratives. His depiction of a stern but compassionate coach resonated with families and young athletes, making the franchise a cultural phenomenon. Rather than viewing it as a mere cash cow, Emilio insisted on shaping the scripts to ensure the characters felt authentic and inspiring. This balance between commercial success and artistic integrity became a guiding principle in his work. Despite the successes, Emilio's journey has also been marked by professional setbacks and personal challenges. In the late 1990s, his sister Renee Estevez tragically passed away from complications related to pneumonia, a loss that deeply affected him and his family. He took a hiatus from Hollywood to spend time with his loved ones and reassess his priorities, focusing on family and close friendships. This period of reflection led him to found Estevez Sheen Productions, a company dedicated to producing films that highlight social justice issues and amplify marginalized voices. Under this banner, he produced documentaries addressing topics such as water rights in Flint, Michigan, and Native American judicial reform. Another lesser-known aspect of his life involves his passion for philanthropy. In 2013, he participated in a humanitarian mission to Honduras, where he worked with local organizations to build a community center for underprivileged children. His commitment went beyond a simple celebrity visit. He spent weeks on construction, teaching acting workshops and fundraising to ensure the project's sustainability. This hands-on approach revealed a side of Emilio rarely seen by fans, a compassionate advocate willing to leverage his resources and time for causes he believed in. As you consider Emilio Estevez's evolution, from a young actor who declined a potential Star Wars legacy, to a rising star of the Brat Pack, to a director tackling complex social issues, and finally to a humanitarian devoted to making the world a better place, what element of his story do you find most compelling, and how might his unwavering dedication to authenticity influence your own choices? Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more stories of remarkable individuals. Did you know that Dolph Lundgren once completed a master's degree in chemical engineering before embarking on his acting career, and he turned down a coveted scholarship to train at the prestigious Juilliard School? Many fans know him for his on-screen toughness, but few realize that behind the scenes he was equally committed to scientific studies and athletic discipline. Dolph Lundgren's full name is Hans Dolph Lundgren, and he was born on November 3, 1957, in Spånga, Sweden. His father, Carl-Johan Lundgren, worked for IBM as an engineer, and his mother, Sigrid Maria Lundgren, served as a magistrate. Growing up in a Scandinavian household, Dolph was immersed in a culture that valued discipline, education, and personal growth. From an early age, Dolph showed a strong interest in both sports and academics. As a teenager, he joined the Swedish cadet program and excelled in karate, ultimately earning a black belt by the age of 15. His athletic prowess earned him a spot on the Swedish national karate team, where he won multiple European championships and placed 5th in the World Championship as just a teenager. At the same time, he pursued formal education with equal vigor. After completing high school in Stockholm, he enrolled at Washington State University on a full scholarship, where he studied chemical engineering. Dolph later moved to Sydney, Australia, to continue his studies, earning a master's degree in chemical engineering from the University of Sydney in 1982. His academic achievements are often overshadowed by his film roles, but they reveal a man who prized intellectual rigor as much as physical training. Curiosity 1. In 1984, Dolph made his Hollywood breakthrough when he traveled to the United States to audition for the role of Ivan Drago, the imposing Soviet boxer, in Rocky IV. At that time, he spoke very little English and relied on written notes to help with pronunciation during his audition. Director Sylvester Stallone was initially uncertain whether Dolph could convey nuance in English, but he was captivated by Dolph's towering physique, disciplined demeanor, and the authenticity he displayed during a makeshift strength test. The now famous scene where Dolph lifted a barbell with the Soviet hammer and sickle emblem was devised on the spot. Stallone buried one end of a heavy metal rod in the floor and challenged Dolph to lift it. When Dolph hoisted the weight with effortless precision, Stallone immediately cast him as Drago. That one lift changed the course of his life, launching him into global stardom. Curiosity 2. Despite his hard-edged persona on screen, Dolph is an accomplished polyglot who speaks 5 languages fluently: English, Swedish, German, Spanish, and Italian. His facility with languages stems from his upbringing in Stockholm, where both parents emphasized the importance of cultural awareness and communication. While studying engineering in Australia, he took additional language courses and practiced with classmates, determined to expand his horizons beyond Sweden. Over the years, he has used his linguistic skills to work on international co-productions and connect deeply with diverse film crews. During the filming of The Punisher in Germany, for instance, he was able to improvise scenes in German when required, and later, on Italian sets for movies like Universal Soldier: The Return, he directed conversations in Italian without the need for a translator. Curiosity 3. In addition to acting, Dolph has maintained an unwavering passion for martial arts and fitness. He has won multiple karate championships, but his training extends far beyond competition. He also holds a master's degree in marine engineering, a subject he pursued at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology before focusing fully on film. And he has worked on research projects involving renewable energy technologies, including a prototype for a wind turbine blade that won a regional engineering award. After Rocky IV, he continued to challenge himself physically by participating in ultramarathons and Ironman triathlons. In 2015, at age 58, he completed an Ironman triathlon in Lake Placid, New York, which includes a 2.4-mile swim, a 112-mile bike ride, and a 26.2-mile run, showcasing his lifelong commitment to endurance sports and personal growth. Throughout his career, Dolph Lundgren has appeared in over 60 films, including iconic titles like Masters of the Universe, where he portrayed He-Man's stoic antagonist Skeletor with a chilling voice and memorable presence. He also co-starred alongside Jean-Claude Van Damme in Universal Soldier, a film that blended science fiction and action and became a cult classic. In 2010, he joined the ensemble cast of the Expendables franchise, sharing the screen with icons like Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Bruce Willis, proving that he remained a formidable action star well into his 50s. Beyond his acting work, Dolph has shifted seamlessly into roles behind the camera. He made his directorial debut in 2000 with The Defender, a low-budget action film that he also wrote, showcasing his ability to craft tight narratives and choreograph intense fight sequences. Since then, he has directed several other films, including Missionary Man and The Mechanic, often writing the scripts himself to highlight themes of honor, resilience, and redemption. His work ethic is legendary, whether performing his own stunts, choreographing fight scenes, or balancing cameras on rough terrain. Dolph approaches every project with scientific precision and creative flair. Among the other notable chapters of his life, Dolph's humanitarian efforts stand out. In 2010, he partnered with a Swedish non-profit organization to raise funds for children affected by the earthquake in Haiti, personally contributing to reconstruction efforts and distributing supplies to remote villages. He has also supported marine conservation projects in Sweden, drawing on his engineering background to advocate for sustainable offshore wind energy solutions. In various interviews, Dolph has spoken about how his scientific training fuels his desire to give back, stating that he sees engineering and philanthropy as intertwined opportunities to create tangible change. On the personal front, Dolph married Swedish actress Annette Kviberg in 1994, and the couple has 2 daughters, Ida and Ming, who have also pursued creative and academic paths. Balancing a demanding international career with family life has been a constant challenge, but Dolph credits his wife's unwavering support and his own disciplined schedule for maintaining harmony. He often brings his children on location to introduce them to different cultures and languages, hoping to instill the same global awareness that shaped his own upbringing. As you reflect on Dolph Lundgren's multifaceted journey, from a karate champion and engineering scholar who lifted a barbell to earn his breakthrough role, to an action hero who starred in some of the most iconic films of the 1980s and beyond, to a director and humanitarian committed to engineering solutions and charitable causes, ask yourself, which aspect of his life do you find most inspiring? And how might his relentless pursuit of both physical and intellectual excellence motivate you to push your own boundaries? Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more stories of extraordinary individuals. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories like these. And tell us in the comments, what did you think about Dolph Lundgren, Emilio Estevez, and Michael J. Fox? We'd love to hear your thoughts below.